Where do you even start? Where do you even start after a day like yesterday, man? Yesterday is one of those days where United really test your patience as a fan. Luckily for me, I wasn't really able to watch the game fully. My girlfriend got her wisdom teeth out yesterday. Shout out to Bay. You know, I was helping her out, make sure she was all good. But United was playing. I got to watch bits and pieces of it, mainly the second half. And man, I'm kind of glad was not able to watch the whole game, because I would have just wasted my time and been so disappointed. I started watching the game around, I want to say the 60th, 70th minute, seeing everybody's discussion and discourse about the game in the first half. I'm lucky I was not there to watch it. I really didn't have time to watch it during that time. So I watched Maguire's equalizer, and I watched the team lose on pens. Now, when the team went to pens, it's crazy. It's really crazy to me how I was almost worried about going to pens. In the back of my mind, I know we were losing 2-0. I know a Grimsby Town, 4th Division, League 2 side. I know. But I'm like, okay, we have enough player quality, I think. And that's what got us back into the game, right? Just our players being just a little bit better than a League 2 player, which they should be. It shouldn't have even been close. The fact that we were down 2-0. But moving back to the penalty shootout, because I don't know if I even want to talk about the full game. We were trash, horrible. Andre Onana. Andre Onana. I don't know if he has a middle name. Let me know if he does. But Andre Onana. I think he's the worst goalkeeper of all time. Of all time. I don't understand how he was in Barca's academy. I don't understand how he was Ajax's number one for so long. How he was Inter's number one and they made it to the Champions League final. The fact that we spent almost like 50 mil on him. I don't understand what this dude has done. Like, has he been a fraud his whole career? Is he like a Alvaro Morata? He's just like a money laundering scheme. Like, how and why? How is he a goalkeeper? How is he a professional goalkeeper that gets paid I don't know how much a week and he plays like that? I got friends that are probably better in goal than him. And what? The fact that Grimsby Town players were trying to score off corners against us just shows how trash we really are, bro. They were trying the corner tactic. A League 2 side. League 2, not one, not championship, not League 2. Andre Onana. I don't know. This is what United does to somebody. This is what being a fan does. You're at a loss for words. You don't even know how to I don't even know how to talk about this game realistically. Because is there even a point? I don't know, man. I don't know. United got me stressing. Andre Onana specifically. I knew when we went into the penalty shootout, we're gonna lose this. And there's no way I should feel like that against a 4th division side. But it's because we have Andre Onana in goal. That fool can't save shit. Even surprised that he even blocked one of the penalties. Okay, I lost my track. Andre Onana. This whole video is going to be Andre Onana slander. No, I'm playing, but it's not just on him. But I knew when we went into the penalty shootout, we were going to lose. And the fact, it just kept on going on and on and on and on. And when Onana stepped up to take his penalty, I'm like, he's going to miss. But he slotted it. And it was Brian and Bremo who actually missed. Both Bremo and Cunha, 2 of our newer signings, missed the penalties. And we lost. The crowd, all the fans went onto the field. A historical day for Grimsby Town. I don't know. Supporting United really makes you rethink your life decisions. Like, wow, I really decided to support this team. I had so many options. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let me go with United. The funniest thing is that after all of that, the Grimsby Town goalkeeper was like, I'm a United fan, so I'm half fuming right now. And he was a dog, man. He played his heart out, man. That was, when I seen the interview, that was funny. That's the only like joy I can get out of the game, man. Like, okay, he feels my pain. He feels my pain right now. Maybe if we had him in goal, we would actually won the game. But peep the jersey, though. Peep the jersey. United lose, and the whole social media is on fire. Everywhere you go to, Facebook, Insta, Twitter, it's bad. It is bad. And I mean, it should be. United should never be losing to a 4th division side. And we have to speak about the elephant in the room. Ruben Amorim. I don't know where I stand. I do not know where I stand. From one point, I see it. It's 3 games into the season. This is his first time having a full preseason with the squad. And the players, sometimes they don't play, they have the skill, but sometimes it's like they forget how to play. They forget all the basics. And is all the blame on him? No, because even if United, in their worst season, right, like, which was last season, they should be comfortably beating a League 2 side, no matter who's in charge. You can put my homie Jose to manage them, and they're gonna win the game. They should win the game. You feel me? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? So I understand that viewpoint, where maybe not everything is on him, not the total blame is on him, but the players have a big part to play in that, because there's no reason why they should be losing. But on the other hand, and I think I'm swaying more towards this side, there's a stat against Fulham that came out where he has played more games than he's gotten points in the Premier League. And that's crazy. That is crazy, man. Losing 29 games, or how many games he's lost, not all of that is on the players, right? Because we have talented players in the squad. We're not like a Liverpool, Man City, where we have a bunch of talented players, but we have enough to win more than how many games Amorim has won in his tenure so far. Most of the blame has to go to him. But then again, I see on this side where it's like, are we really going to change manager again? Are we really going to go through the whole process of finding a new one? Him going to buy his players, and they got to settle in. He's going to make a new tactics, new formations, new coaching staff, all that. But then again, enough is enough. You know what I mean? Like, and I know, I'm gonna go over here in the center now, and I know as United fans, we just want to be good again. And I know this is the reason why we have these discussions all the time, and this is the reason why we change manager, because we want to find something that works. But not only something that works, but that works quickly. That's why Ole was able to stay here so long, because he got off to a win streak. Mourinho was able to stay here so long because of his history, his pedigree that I already had behind him. Ten Hag was able to stay here because it was also similar to Amorim, where we thought it was going to be like okay, this is going to be the guy that takes us back to the rooftop. And when Amorim came in, that's what people thought. But a season, a half a season, and a little bit more than half a season, we're worse. We're worse than we were a season ago. So I don't know where we go from here. There was a report today coming out from Jamie Jackson, he's a journalist from the UK, saying that the board fully backs Amorim and they're not going to sack him. And that's fair, because I think there's been multiple statements coming out that the board fully backs Amorim. That's why they gave him the money to spend. That's why they bought these players. Almost spent 300 mil, right? So they're trying to help him, give him the tools to succeed. But let's go back to this side. If you try something again and again and again and again and again and again, and it doesn't work, are you gonna keep on doing the same thing? That's the definition of insanity. That's the definition of insanity. Doing something again and again and again and again and again, expecting something else to happen. Right? So this 3-4-3, this 3-4-2, whatever you want to call it, Amorim has not been that successful with it with Man United, with Sporting, with, I think he was coaching Braga before. With them, it was working, but with United, it is not working. I don't know if it's the players, I don't know if it's him, I don't know if it's the coaching staff, I don't know if it's the league, but it is not working. So why are you keep on trying to do the same thing again and again and again and again? Change the formation. And that's something that's been coming out recently. More people are saying, change the formation. At least give it a shot. I envy him and Thomas Frank because he changed his formation depending on who they play. You know how good of a manager tactically you have to be to able to change your formation week in and week out based on the opposition you're playing? You know how smart you need to be? Shout out to Thomas Frank, man. Why can't Amarin do that? I'm not saying he's not going to be the same level as Thomas Frank, but why can't he do that? Be like, okay, this 3-4-3 isn't working. Maybe I should try to 4 in the back. Maybe I should try to rotate these players. Maybe I should try to, I feel like we saw, especially with Spurs in the Europa League final, that this 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1 is just not good enough. Like, it's not, and it doesn't fit the style of play that the United players have. I don't get it. I really do want Emirates to succeed. I do think he's a nice guy. And that counts for something, right? That counts for something. Mourinho was kind of a dick. Ten Hag was annoying. But Emery, you can tell he's a nice guy and he wants to succeed at the club. But it's almost like he's out of answers. And his post-match interview yesterday was just sad to see. It was just like, damn, man, it was so disheartening. Because you really get to see the personal side that comes out from all the stress and the emotions of dealing with a result like that. He pretty much said that the players showed what they want. And he said that multiple times. And it's kind of eerie in a way. Like, what do you mean? What did the players show you? But I think it really showed him. I think he's trying to say that he's lost the dressing room. The players don't want to play for him anymore. And the players kind of show that they don't trust his tactics, or they don't trust him fully as a manager. I think because the board said they're going to back him, they're probably not going to sack him, at least after this result. If it gets worse, and I'm guessing it's going to get worse, I don't think any United fan is hopeful that it's going to get better. I think Ruben Amorim's going to end up resigning. I don't think it's going to be a situation where he loses. The thing is, I understand you have to go through bad times to get to the good times, right? It's not a clean slate, right? But how bad does United have to be in order to get to the good times? You know what I mean? Like, when is enough? If Ruben Amorim loses against Burnley, and then Chelsea, and then City, and then Chelsea, and then I don't know who we play after that, but if he loses all those games, is he still going to be here? Realistically, is he still going to be here? If we end up our first 5 matches of the Prem only having 1 point, why would he still be here? I think he himself would even be like, yeah, no, I'm out of here, man. I'm like, and I think one important thing that he said was he's sorry to the fans. Is he really though? No, I'm playing. But I think that shows that he cares. He cares. But does he really care that much? Right? But I think he does. But does he really? Because when he changed his formation, I don't know. I just feel like United have, I'm not saying we have the best squad in the world, but we have enough quality to at least do something, right? We should not be losing to Grimsby Town. I don't know. We should not be losing to them. All respect to them though, but we should not be losing to them. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just rambling. I really don't know where United's gonna go from this. I guess you just move on to Burnley. You just take each game at a time, because I don't really know what to do. I think Emery should try to use a new formation, bend the 3 in the back, play 4, 2 DMs, 3 right, like 3 cam/wingers, and then Sesko up top. I think that's what he should do. I don't think he's going to, because I think he's very strict and very stubborn as to how he wants to play. But I think that might be his own demise. Look, I don't think he's even going to make it to the beginning of October. I think if United lose to Burnley, that it's over, or he himself will resign if they don't beat Burnley. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, look, Emery is in a position. It's not his fault, right? It's like you're pinpointing the problem on one person. It's never just one person. There's multiple things to it. But United have been so underwhelming ever since Fergie has retired I think fans, everybody's just tired. We're tired of mediocrity. We're tired of settling for less. And I think in the same way that we settle for less, we're creating our own demise, right? Hold on, let me cook. This is United's worst time in forever. And I understand, for good things, you have to be patient. That's how it is with everything. For good things to come, you have to be patient, right? But in order for good things to come, so what I'm trying to say right there is that, yes, we might be shit right now. We might be bad. But quote unquote, ride the storm, and eventually things will get better. But I think in doing that, in trying to ride the storm, United have lowered their expectations and have been settling for less. United sacked Van Gaal after finishing, what, 6th, 7th, and winning the FA Cup? United fans wanted David Moyes' head chopped off after he finished 8th, and we finished 15th. 15th. And Ruben Amorim is still in charge. I think my question is, how bad does United have to get in order for him to go? But then at the same time, I don't know if I want another managerial change. But at the same time, you have to change something, because we can't be this bad forever. I know we're riding the storm, quote unquote, but something's got to give, bro. Something's got to change. This video was just a bunch of rambling. I don't really know how this video really came out. I just let my thoughts flow. But we'll see what happens against Burnley, and we'll see if Ruben Amorim is still here and what else happens with the team, man. I don't know. It's crazy to me how August hasn't even finished. The transfer window isn't even over. And the season, I already lost all the joy and hope I had at the beginning of the season. Only Man United, man. Only Man United. This is going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Maybe. I don't know.